One click is all it takes to lose everything.
We are in a cyber war. You can either be a defendant or you could be a victim.
The cloud is the future of business. You have to recognize that if you look where technology is going, basically all of your information, all of your data, and everything is going to be out in the cloud. That is the future. So the reason why I'm saying this is I am shocked. There are still companies today that are fighting the cloud. There are still companies today that are going, no, we can't put our data out in the cloud, unacceptable, blah, blah. Let me help you out here. If you look at the historical data from the last 5 years, the cloud is kicking the corporate infrastructure's butt. When I'm talking about this, all the major breaches that we've seen out there are occurring because companies are still going in and running their own data centers, running their own infrastructure, running their own computing systems. You have not had any major breaches against the large cloud providers. Amazon, Google, any of those. Why? Because they're doing a really good job. They're actually implementing good security. Now, I hope I'm not jinxing them. And yes, there could be a possibility, but here's what it comes down to. You need to have your infrastructure run by a company in which cybersecurity is a priority and they make money off of it. And that's cloud providers. If you run your own servers, let me ask you a question. If you're a business and you have an IT security department and you have your own on-premise data center with your own servers, that's an overhead function. Those people that are running, securing, and patching down your servers, that's overhead. You don't make any money on that. What does that mean? That means when your company does well, overhead increases. When your company does poor, overhead shrinks. So what you're basically saying is the size of your IT and security department will increase and decrease based on the profitability of your company. Does your security requirements change based on your profitability? Do your vulnerabilities change based on your profitability? No, that's a crazy model. I mean, that's insane where you're basically saying, oh, you know something? If our profits are down this quarter, we're not going to patch as frequently. And if our profits are up this quarter, we're going to patch with a higher frequency. That's insanity, and that explains why a lot of these big companies have had breaches. Now let's flip it. If you're a cloud provider, security is your business. That's how you make money. If you don't implement proper security, you go out of business. If you don't implement proper security, customers will go to somebody else. So now by going in and utilizing a cloud provider, you are basically paying for security and you're dealing with an entity that is making profitability on security, which means they will do it correctly and put the proper resources in the right places to properly protect, secure, and lock down your information. Now, of course, there's no perfect solution. I know at some point in the future, a cloud provider will get compromised, but the point is if you really look at the options and look where things are going, in most cases, there's always exceptions, but in most cases, putting your data and information out in a trusted cloud provider that focuses and makes money on IT and security is a much better bet than trying to run your own servers in-house and treat that as an overhead function. So if you're fighting the cloud, I urge you to reconsider. Not only is the cloud economically more feasible, it's typically more secure, but whether you like it or not, it's the future.